pretty sure I hate you.
What is up, guys, and welcome to another BF4 video. I was going through my Shadowplay folder and I realized I had a bunch of Rush gameplays, and they're just kind of clips that I had taken out. Usually when I'm playing a game, I'll just hit the Alt F12 and save my Shadowplay recording if I think something interesting happened that round, and then I'll just go back and rename it. Like this one's called Good Rush Start, so I have to go back and figure out what they are. Need a better naming scheme. But I wanted to talk about Rush in its current state in BF4. First, I'm gonna hit on the negatives, so buckle up for a second. It will be short and sweet, I promise. I was watching a Matimio video the other day, and he was talking about the maps and how they're just structured for conquest, and it's like they just plop some bomb sites down in them. And it's so true. I didn't really think of it that way, but it is pretty much what they've done. Is just they just like thrown up and like, okay, that's where the bomb sites are gonna be. As I get C4, don't worry, that's not the first time, but the maps are not designed for Rush. In 2, as you'll see in this clip here, is a lot of the times my teammates either don't know what's going on or just do not want to play the objective. So you see somebody spawns on me, we got a quad, and he just jumps off. Another teammate spawns on me, and he just jumps off. Like, what is going on? If they stayed on, we could have all moved up and our whole squad could have been spawning up by the objective. But instead, I'm up here to YOLO it. I think one person spawns on me. But, yeah, this is a bad move on my part, obviously, to try to run across that when I'm getting DMR spammed, which DMRs really don't bother me that much, to be honest. People complain about them a lot, but if you've actually tried to get a really good game with the DMR, it is not easy, mind you. So I think people just hate them because they're easy to spam. They're not actually that effective, so give the guys a break. They're not doing much for their team. Just be thankful that they're not running the Ace 23 or something like that. But on this little bit, obviously, I come in by myself again because my team thinks playing in the back is better. And here, make a clearly fatal mistake, don't notice C4 on the objective. That'll get you banned in a lot of BF3 servers, apparently not in BF4, but I give the guy an earful, I'll spare you. Let's move on. Alrighty guys, and ironically, some of the positive footage that I do have is on Silk Road, which is regarded as probably one of the worst Rush maps out there, largely because it's so open and it's just hard to get a good push going if they set up properly. Luckily, they're not playing the objective as hard as we are, obviously, but this is a part of Rush that I really love, is just getting up in their business and just plinking one or two guys and then just disappearing to where they are just concernicus about me the whole time. And obviously a big part of Rush is taking out squads of people, so they can't just repopulate like rabbits around the objective, because that's how they form that wall of infantry, you know, that the noob tubes in the machine gun fire that you can't penetrate. So I do get marked as the high priority target here, and that helps a lot. If you're being annoying enough, they will probably mark you, but that's good for me because I'm not by the objective. They're running over here for me and not paying attention to what's going on over there. So we do end up getting that objective, but I go on a nice little 9-kill streak there, and I cut out the middle of this gameplay. It wasn't very exciting, at least for me. My team does a good job of pushing up and getting those plants. And here you can see 22 tickets. I think it's going to be like 10 tickets by the time we actually get the bombs planted. This is probably the most exciting game of Rush I've ever had, and this can also reference back to my video I did on how to play Rush in BF3 and how important vehicles can be, and it was almost like verbatim what I had said in my BF3 video about not learning how to tank in a Rush game, because the guy that had the tank before me was just sitting in the spawn like launching shells over there, and I think the jet ended up taking him out. And I'm obviously not the best tank driver in the world, I'm very aware, but just having the tank up in their face and being annoying, that will distract people. Look at all the stuff that's flying at my face, and that was lag right there. That's the internet that I get to deal with. But you can see my other teammate is pushing up with another tank, and this is probably the best push I've seen on BF4 Rush so far. Personally, I know there's probably more exciting games out there, but look at this, man. 4 tickets and we're getting the bombs planted here, and me and my gunner just go to town on these guys when we get up by the objective. And all it would have taken, honestly, is a couple RPGs on their part to take us out. Like, I'm only at 50 health, I was just planning on going down with the ship and seeing if we can get a last-ditch effort, which we obviously do. But I didn't want to make this video all negative. Obviously, I wanted to point out some positives, that you can still have really exciting rush games in BF4, and I think everybody can agree that this is the kind of rush that they want to play. I mean, just rolling over the other team really isn't that exciting, but getting down to the very last ticket and really having to push forward that last-ditch effort, that's what makes this game mode so exciting. And let me know out there if you guys are enjoying Rush and what you have been doing to make it fun and exciting, or if you're just staying away from it altogether. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you later.